I just like someone that's straight. I can't even read Tobile. My babe, we don't even know where you stay. Tobile D1, we know. Mzumbe.
Yeah. I've got this feeling that I get to you, and I'm
Welcome back to the life of Sky with Ntsei-Sky, so Flyest content, aka Petty Cash, Petty Money, Petty Cash, and I am back, baby. You better believe it. I am back with my hot takes. Today, we're gonna be talking about the Real Housewives of Durban night side. So I'm never gonna waste you guys' time. Guys, please subscribe. Please share if you enjoy this content. It really helps a lot. Let's get to 15,000 subscribers up in this, and let's get straight on into the video. The season starts off, spring has sprung. Nonku obviously is the first one to host us. Nonku. She hosts Spring Has Sprung, And just like last season, her event didn't go as planned. She even had the guy from last season. Like, talk about someone that doesn't learn from their mistakes. And her event just... I think Nonku doesn't have good lucks when it comes to events, you see. Why, Nonku? Why do you keep inviting your mother to these things? Like, does your mom not have friends? Like, she literally has grandchildren. Like, there's other things she could be doing and attending these events. Like the way Nonku's mom kept on attending these events and showing up around her friends. Like, she just strikes me as someone that didn't hang out enough with her own friends during her youth. So now she goes around. She's like that old person that's invested in children's news. Nonku's mom is giving a speech there. Forex. You guys, you see, this is where I feel like we have a misunderstanding, ladies and gentlemen. Nonku's mom says, you guys are so beautiful, but not like this. She didn't say that they were stupid, but she said they're beautiful, but they're not beautiful like her. I feel like that's where the big misunderstanding comes from, because Annie says that the queen said that the ladies are beautiful, but they're empty up here. I don't want to lie, Annie was off. She was wrong for that one. She missed it. But to be angry at the queen, guys, let me tell you, Annie was not wrong, because what the queen said was still inappropriate. You don't go somewhere and then you're like, oh, you guys are all beautiful, but not more beautiful than me. Sorry, I'm standing up and dipping. Like, your mom is wearing a curtain and she's gonna tell us that we don't look beautiful like her. It was very cringe to watch the whole season as they were pressing the fact that that's what the queen said. And the queen really didn't even say that. But what the queen really did say was still offensive. I see on social media that a lot of people have this take that, oh, Sbanban mustn't come back next season, Mang must be... No, guys, let me tell you guys something. Just because you guys didn't like someone throughout the whole season doesn't mean that they have to now be removed as a cast member. It doesn't work like that. And I feel like in one way or the other, all the ladies give what they need to give. Not everybody needs to drag. Not everybody needs to be messy. Everyone needs to contribute like how they contribute. Without a doubt, Nonku Williams is the queen. And I think she will continue to be the queen because she single-handedly carried season two of Real Housewives of Durban. So that's without a doubt. I think we all agree. Nonku Williams, she is that babe. I actually can say I started off not liking Nonku beginning of the season because I understand that a reality show needs drama, but I also feel like, Lundie, you can't just keep on being a bad person all in the name of drama. Nonku definitely is problematic, and I think that's what we need for reality television, but also in the same breath, she's very quick to forgive. Love that. She knows what she came to do here at Real Housewives of Durban. She knows what she's here for. You know what I mean? She's free. She's not holding back. And I think that's what makes the audience like her. Obviously, she's problematic, but I think every human being is problematic in their own way. Persoonlijk. I feel like if Sorisha didn't have the money that she had, if her money wasn't so long, we were definitely going to be pushing for her to get kicked off Real Housewives of Durban. Let me tell you, Sorisha, I like what she brings to the show. She is very Sorisha is the kind of person that you can see that she means everything from the bottom of her heart, and she sincerely feels for people. She's genuinely empathetic. That's what I like about Sorisha. And I think everyone needs that neutral person who's level-headed and all of that, you know. But I think to a certain extent, the money, how can I explain this? Even though every cast needs someone that's neutral, level-headed, if Sorisha didn't have that money, we wouldn't even care if she was that calm, graceful person. Tobile didn't join the season as it started. She came along the way. Sharp, there's a young gala dinner there. Everybody's meeting. Everybody like got mysterious invitations. Nobody knows who invited them. They rock up at this venue. You know, there's a whole mystery. And I don't wanna lie, I instantly got bored. Like already after the first 30 minutes of people waiting, I got nar. You guys know how I feel about people that don't keep time. I hate people that don't keep time. I don't even care if it's a grand entrance. I don't want to know. At this point, people are even eating. It's your event. People are even helping themselves to the food. We don't even know what we're gathered here for. We're even here with your own friends and no one knows what's going on. I don't want to lie. Me, I know myself. I would have left. Sharp, if while everyone is sitting, come to shoot. Tobile is coming in with who? Mseleku. So bored. Borex Forex. You know, actually, I don't think anyone was amazed by Tobile's entrance. I just think it was that thing of, oh, okay. And you know the worst thing? You can't come late to your own event. We're already eating at your event. You're going to come late. And you're not even someone worth waiting for on that level. It's not shocking. After you come late, you're going to sit down and you're going to shove polygamy down our throats. One thing that definitely confused me, when Tobile comes in, she even pulls out her camera. Wow! Ooh, Mseleku. The diary session. Oh, Tobile, I'm so bored. My babe, you did not have that energy when she walked in the room. You were beaming with joy. Don't lie. You see, don't lie on the public platform. Because you know you were over the moon. You couldn't even believe your eyes. Now you want to tell us that you were bored. One thing I don't understand, one thing I definitely picked up, like Nonku is definitely the kind of person that says one thing and her actions do the other. Oh yeah, like I was really not even happy to see Tobile. I was so bored. Oh, but you were beaming with joy. Over the moon taking video. But you say that you were bored. Okay, I just like someone that's straight. I can't even read Tobile. My babe, we don't even know where you stay. Tobile day one, we know. Mzumbe, that house, we know where she's staying. You, I don't dislike like Nonku, but I have like a love-hate relationship. She's like the kind of person that when we take 10 steps forward, we're gonna take 5 back. Being hypocritical, cutting people off. Like, my babe, you're not, this is not good for business. This is honestly not good for business. Then they enter there, they're sitting, oh yeah, you know, polygamy, haha, yeah, you know, every man wants to do polygamy. Mseleku, shut up. Now he's sitting there with Vivian ready. I think the most cringe thing for me that whole season was watching Mseleku basically kiss ass to Vivian ready. Oh my days. It's because like, I don't know, like when I watch Utando Nestembu, I'm like, wow, Mseleku is the Grootmans of all polygamists. And then I'm gonna see him there sitting. Oh yeah, Vivian ready. Ha 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 ha. I just get so bored when I see a man as kissing another man. Annie looks like someone that starts drama under the guise that she can start drama because she knows that she doesn't have her own drama in her own life. Like it looks like she starts drama like that, and it's like that's kind of weird because right now if we're gonna come dig up your cheating husband's things, you're gonna be cutting the conversation very quick, wanting to go outside and rock, but you feel very comfortable pressing people to talk about things they don't want to talk about. Like, it's just kind of weird. She betrayed Mang. She betrayed Jojo's trust by going to confront Nonku about what Jojo told her in confidence. Like, Annie really made it seem like a lot of the stuff that she was doing, breaking her friend's trust, starting drama, was all in the best interest of the group. No, Jojo, you have to understand, I was doing this in the best interest of the group. We don't even know, like, Nonku, I don't trust my life. Like, look, Nonku is definitely sketch, but trust me, Annie, your life is not threatened. people were really bashing Tobile throughout the whole season, which is fair because she kept on bringing her husband everywhere and talked about polygamy with everyone, you know. But also on the other hand, I feel like Tobile didn't make enough effort to come out of her shell. Tobile really didn't, I feel like she didn't make enough effort to come out of her shell. I understand that she's someone very reserved, she's very shy, she assesses the environment, she speaks when she's spoken to, but that's not going to work in a Real Housewives kind of setting. You see with Uthando Nesthembu, especially because she's a third wife, she's not the wife number one where she just says what she wants. You have to talk and let people go before you. There's a protocol. But now this Real Housewives of Durban, if you don't say anything, you won't get a chance to speak. If you don't put that effort to put yourself in, they're just going to carry on with their own friendship like they know it to be. So I feel like she really could have tried harder and not waited for someone to like fetch her from where she is and reel her in. Tobile is the kind of person that she needs to come back for more seasons and we like her personality and everything unfolds. I definitely think Tobile, she has potential to have a very strong storyline. If Tobile takes us into the reason why she relocated into Durban, her job, how she's settling in Durban, all that other kind of, and I think the reason why Tobile and Sorisha clicked is because they're more or less the same person. Hence I'm saying that if Sorisha didn't have the money that she had, I don't think we were gonna be as patient with her. Tobile has money, yeah, but she's not on that level of Sorisha, and I feel like that's why people like they're quick to sideline her. People were very quick to sideline Tobile because she doesn't have the money that she has. I remember when Real Housewives started, Sorisha is very quiet. She was just hi, very surface level. But when people started realizing who Sorisha was or who she's married to, all of a sudden everyone wanted to visit Sorisha. If you guys realize, 9 times out of 10, Sorisha doesn't visit these girls. Everybody visits Sorisha at her house. That's why I'm saying that if Sorisha didn't have the money that she had, she would have been treated like Tobile. If we're being honest, Sorisha really doesn't visit anyone. Everyone visits her because she's the great man. I love Lundie London. I think she fits perfectly. She is the correct amount of sassy, correct amount of spicy. I love her diary sessions. She's so hilarious. She's so sassy. I love it. She has this little cattiness to her, this little attitude, this little undercover shade that I like. I like Lundie. I just think, my babe, you hosted horribly. My first thought, if majority of the ladies are going to be at Leopard's Mang, why don't we all just go sleep over there? Oh yeah, my helper and my baby are in the other room and I have my own room. Lundie, Ingane. What is Ingane doing on a trip? Why don't you leave the helper at home with the baby, or leave the helper at home with the baby with your husband? Why don't the husband just be babying the baby? It's his child, isn't it? Now, honestly, I have a beef with it. I have to take my child everywhere. Where's the father? On the other hand, there's Nonku. They're upset that Sorisha took a plane. Oh, but you guys should have told us. Let me tell you now. I saw people fighting about this one on the timeline. Sorisha didn't have to tell you guys that she was going to take a plane. Why? No, I should have known. So Lena, I should have made arrangements. No, my babe. If you wanted to take a plane, you would have taken it, whether I told you or not. Sorisha knew in her heart of hearts already that she just felt like she wanted to take a plane. She didn't have to consult with anyone. Why do you need Sorisha to tell you that she's taking a plane so that now you can take a plane? Oh, you should have told us. With whose plane? I should tell you with whose plane, with whose money. We have never ever told each other how we're traveling. But because today I'm taking a plane, you feel like I should have given you that explanation. And I loved Sorisha's response. If you want to come with next time, we can all split the bill. She knew those girls were never going to be able to split the bill. Jochella comes nice and beautiful. Joe asked Lundie to sing at her event. That was wonderful. That was nice. Looking out for a friend, promoting a friend. Kadi last minute jiggy 1 2 3 ABC. Hi, tiki buzz off. Lundie says she's no longer performing. For what reason, we don't know. When she agreed that she would have performed. And I feel like Lundie, I think that was peak when I just didn't understand Lundie's thinking, and her ratings just went down a bit because she didn't see anything wrong with what she did. You can't, and she was like, oh yeah guys, I wasn't prepared, I didn't have any songs ready. But it's like, you didn't make the effort to prepare. You already knew well in advance that Jojo was planning Jochella. You had all the time to prepare yourself. Oh, I don't have any songs. 2, you said that you didn't have any songs to perform. I'm sure you don't I'm sure you knew that the whole time. You don't find out 2 days before that you don't have songs to perform. You always knew that you didn't have songs to perform, but you agreed that you were going to perform your songs. And even if you didn't have brand new songs to perform, you could already perform your hit songs like He Goes. You know what I mean? Like, you don't always have to perform like your brand spanking new songs. You can always perform the classics. So I just don't understand. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you have all the energy and stamina to go and perform in Sun City for Annie's event, even though that, in my opinion, that performance was not worth it. That performance, Lundie, that performance at Sun City, my babe, it's safe to say that even at Sun City, you also were not prepared. Plan this whole grand thing and then you'll be like, oh, you're not paying me. Hey man, so it's like that. For her not understanding where Jojo was coming from was just very, I feel like she was choosing to ignore or see that she was right. One thing that definitely irritated me about Annie is the fact that every time she would go and dig up Lakonko's news or find out, hey, petal this, petal that, she made it seem like she was doing all of this in the best interest of the group. I definitely agree that we don't really know much about Lakonko, but the way Annie was going about it made it seem like, oh, our lives are in danger if we actually don't know much about this person. And it's like, your life was really not even that threatened. It really never had to be that deep. And you're using that kind of narrative to justify why you're moving shaky, why you're moving mad. Like, the real threat to this group, Annie, is why you're acting like such a mean girl and always starting messy fights and putting people in a position to have messy fights. Like Kongo, my babe, you're also a very questionable character. Literally no one has visited you. Yeah, there's that scene of you doing yoga, but I feel like people don't always see much of your life. We don't see what you do on a day-to-day. You don't take us into your space. You know, we don't know your family like that. Like, I feel like there's much more room for you to be vulnerable with us and for you to come a reality show. And when the girls were asking you about, oh, but we don't know this about you, we don't know that about you, this about Petal, that about Petal, and you're like, oh no, he's just a friend. Lassie definitely gives gaslighting, and the way she just fetched Jojo, like, oh, Jojo, yeah, like, you think you can come, and I think Tobile explained this perfectly, like, she was coming with some intimidation tactic, and I think Lakonko has that thing, like some young intimidation tactic to scare you or to bully you into not standing up to her or trying to get your point across. But yeah, Annie also, she was just wrong. It was never in the best interest of the group. She really just wanted to do it to expose Lakonko, to find out that, oh, you're not as rich as you say you are. Your petal actually doesn't truly exist, and then it becomes a ha 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 moment. It was never about the best interest of the group. She didn't have to lie like that. Also, Tobile, my babe, Tobile, I love you, girl, but what were you wearing in Sun City? Oh, I just like covering my body. We know that it's not about you wanting to cover your body. It's Mseleku. You didn't have to lie. Just say my husband doesn't like this, because you were the same one. Utando Nestembu. Musa sent you back home on the trip because you were wearing clothes that were too revealing. You, Tobile, it was you. So don't even say that you like to cover yourself up. It's your husband. You know he would be angry if he was watching this show and seeing you show bikini, show big bunda. Mabusi. If the Real Housewives director, somebody sees this, you guys need to cast Mabusi actually gives. Low-key, last season, Mabusi even gave, like, Nonku's storyline last season was Ayanda. But apart from Ayanda, the other thing that gave Nonku a storyline was Mabusi. Mabusi needs to be casted. This girl has a storyline. She gives. And on top of that, what I like about Mabusi, she fights. Look, I don't condone violence, but I don't want to lie. That's really just how Housewives works. Or am I lying? Fights be happening there. Mabusi won't waste time. I like that about her. She will go outside with you. And I feel like sometimes these girls just be chilling. Sometimes you need to go outside, and I love that about Mabusi. Jojo, you really disappointed me the last episode. I'm so nar, my sister. I'm so nar. Typical Karen behavior. You really fought with Mabusi, gathered guys that your friends were gonna back you up. It was typical Karen behavior. You initiate a fight and then you get shocked and then you hide your hands like, oh my gosh, guys, oh my gosh. I hate it. Don't think I forgot about that, my babe. You really came with security guards to the Boons. It was giving racismo. In South Africa, it's actually very dangerous to own a Rolex. I think she used the Rolex story to just have security guards around her because she doesn't trust the Boondoos. Because if she feels like wearing a Rolex is not safe, she could have just left it at home and went to the Boondoos without bodyguards. But because she doesn't trust black people, She's like, I'm wearing a Rolex. No, babe, you were scared that you were gonna get mugged when you came to the boons. I actually can't wait for the reunion this week. Bomba plot. I want to see how everyone is gonna justify their problematic behavior. Best believe, trust and believe, I will be back with the Real Housewives reunion review. Big prrr, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, ciao.